This wasn't just a journey, it was a terrifying secret that would change the Johnson family forever. The evening was quiet, the last rays of sunlight disappearing behind thick clouds as the Johnson family drove down a lonely country road. Mark, his wife Sarah, and their 2 children, Emily and Lucas, were finally on their way to a much-needed holiday. The kids chattered excitedly in the back seat, while Sarah gazed out the window, relieved to leave the stress of daily life behind. "I can't believe we're finally doing this," she said, smiling. "We all needed this break." Mark nodded, his hands steady on the wheel. "Just us. No interruptions. It's going to be perfect." But as soon as those words left his mouth, the car's engine sputtered and died. The headlights flickered, then went out, plunging them into darkness. Mark turned the key repeatedly, but the car refused to start. "What's going on?" Sarah asked, her voice tinged with worry. Mark sighed, his shoulders slumping. "I don't know. It's dead. Completely dead." The family sat in silence, the stillness of the night pressing in around them. The road was empty, no signs of life in any direction. The children grew restless, and Sarah's anxiety deepened. "We can't just sit here," she said finally. "I'll walk and find help. You guys stay here." Mark stepped out into the cold night air, the sound of his footsteps fading into the distance. Minutes turned into what felt like hours. Sarah's unease grew as she called out for Mark, but there was no response. Just as she was about to panic, faint light appeared in the distance. "Look," she said to the kids. "Maybe there's a house. We'll find help there." Grabbing Emily and Lucas by the hands, she led them down the road, the light growing brighter as they approached. What they found was not a cozy farmhouse, but a massive, crumbling mansion. Its sharp angles and broken windows gave it an ominous appearance, and the light they had seen flickered weakly from within. "What is this place?" Sarah whispered, her heart pounding. The air around the mansion was unnaturally still, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Despite her growing fear, Sarah pushed open the creaking door, calling out, "Is anyone here? We need help." The interior was damp and cold, the smell of decay filling their nostrils. The children clung to her, their eyes wide with fear. As they ventured further inside, the mansion seemed to come alive. Shadows stretched and twisted, and the temperature dropped with every step. In the dining room, they found a table set with old, untouched dishes, as if the inhabitants had vanished mid-meal. "Mom, I don't like this," Emily whispered, her voice trembling. Sarah nodded, gripping their hands tighter. "We'll leave soon," she promised, though she wasn't sure how. As they moved deeper into the mansion, they encountered a figure draped in a tattered cloak, her eyes glowing a haunting red. "This is the secret of this place," the woman whispered, her voice echoing through the halls. "Now you will stay here. This is your fate." Panic surged through Sarah as she realized the door they had entered through was gone. They were trapped. Just as despair began to set in, Mark's voice rang out. "Sarah, we have to leave now. Your lives are in danger." He appeared out of nowhere, grabbing her hand and pulling the family toward an unseen exit. They ran, the mansion's walls seeming to close in around them until they burst out into the moonlight. The mansion was gone, as if it had never existed. The family hurried back to their car, which miraculously started this time. As they drove away, Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched. The question lingered in her mind. Had they truly escaped, or was the mansion's grip still on them? The Johnsons never spoke of that night again, but Sarah often woke in a cold sweat. The image of the cloaked woman's glowing eyes burned into her memory. Some nightmare, she realized, never truly ends.